Disclaimer: this presentation does not target or accuse any specific individual or group. The scenarios mentioned are for educational and entertainment purposes only, using analogies between computer science concepts and real world issues to help us reflect and learn.
Good day, everyone. Today, we want to talk about something serious, but we'll connect to computer science, so bear with us. We know all of you have heard about the flood control corruption scandal here in the Philippines. Billions of pesos meant to protect us from floods, gone. Instead of fixing drainage, dikes, or rivers, some people, you know who, ended up with garages full of imported luxury cars.
What is selection algorithm? In computer science, selection algorithm is a decision maker. You give it a list and it will get the item based on the rules. For example, if you have a list of exam scores, with selection algorithm, you can find the highest grade or the lowest based on the rules. Another example would be a shopping list with prices. With the selection algorithm, you can find the highest price or the lowest or the cheapest in the shopping list. So basically, a selection algorithm is a way to filter and choose the best option within the choices.
Now, imagine that the government is taking a methodical approach to flood control projects, much like sorting through priorities one by one. On the list is building a floodway, repairing dikes, and installing pumping stations. Just as in a selection process, each project is placed under the spotlight, checked for safety, effectiveness, and affordability. Only when a project passes all three tests, it prints as selected, and those who fail any standard are printed as rejected. This careful step-by-step system ensures that, much like an organized sorting algorithm, the best and most reliable projects are chosen first to protect communities from floods.
But what happened in real life was very different. Instead of selecting the best projects, the rules seemed to change. The condition became, if the project brings personal gain, choose it. Otherwise, ignore it. To visualize this, I thought about it like a list of cars. So we have a simple array of cars, such as Toyota Vios, Honda Civic, Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Porsche, and Kia Picanto. I created a simple Java loop to go through each car.
Here, only the luxury imported cars get selected, while ordinary or local cars are ignored. The algorithm itself works, but the goal is wrong, just like in real life. Instead of building effective flood control systems, the result was fancy cars parked in private garage. In coding, picking the wrong thing gives the wrong result, and in real life, it means wasted money, unbuilt infrastructure, more floods, and ordinary people suffering the consequences. A broken selection algorithm in governance doesn't just give errors, it gives real world problems.
Thank you, Gultiano and Lawagon. When we study sorting and selection algorithms in computer science, the purpose is always to bring order, clarity, and fairness to a dataset. A selection algorithm ensures we identify the best choice according to set criteria. But this example reminds us that algorithms are only as good as the conditions we program into them. If the condition is biased, selfish, or corrupt, the outcome will always harm the majority. This teaches us that in both computing and governance, criteria matters. Just as sorting algorithm arranges numbers correctly when it follows proper logic, leaders should also apply that right logic when selecting projects, prioritizing public welfare over self-interest. If we misuse the algorithm, the results may look successful for a few individuals, however, they will always be disastrous for the larger community.
So the next time you hear about selection algorithms in class, remember, they're not just about computers. They also symbolizes choices in real life. If we design them correctly, with fairness and transparency, they give us the right results. But if we change the rules for selfish reasons, the outputs will always be wrong. Unfinished projects, wasted funds, and people still suffering. That's why, as future IT professionals, engineers, and citizens, we should always ask, what are we selecting and who benefits from the selection? Thank you.